I built a 25 lakhs a month sales machine in just a span of 11 months without creating more magical offers, without creating more uh, magical funnels, just by creating a ruthless sales system. Okay. So right now, a lot of founders are stuck in a loop. They hire closers too soon and then they blame them when things don't close. They burn through those, what, 3 to 5 reps in a year, and they think it's a sales problem. But what they actually have is a system problem, or worse, a leadership problem. A lot of them have never been taught how to build a sales team that actually performs without needing, babysitting. And that's what I'm going to show in this video. This exact system that allowed us to build a 25 lakhs a month sales organization from scratch in just a year. So let me just break this down into 4 pillars. Okay. Number one is people placement system. Number two is the process codex. Number three is performance ops. And number four is retention engine. Each one of these can make or break your sales machine. So I'll just go deep into each of them. Okay. Number one is people placement system. So most founders, what I have seen, they hire closers like they are building a cricket team. Just give me like a star batsman and we'll win. Wrong. You don't need just a star. You need a system to identify, onboard, test, and validate if someone is actually a good fit before you give them your leads. So the way I fix this is step one is I define the role clearly. What I mean by that is, are they a setter, closer, a simple advisor? Uh, we make it like absolutely clear. Number two is what's their daily KPI, and number three is what's their revenue responsibility. Like I need this particular revenue from you, and in order for you to do this, you need to hit this many calls, this many offers, and that's how you'll be able to achieve this particular thing. We need to just lay out all of these things in the most crystal clear format. And if your job description is just saying that, hey, I need someone to just take calls and close, that's not a job. That's a disaster waiting to happen. So fix it. Step number two is use stress test hiring. Okay, so we never hire based on just interviews alone. We do mock calls, real time objection drills, and a 2 week trial with dummy leads. You know what that reveals? Tonality, attitude, coachability, and how they behave under pressure. And step number three is we actually build a hiring funnel. The way our funnel performs is, like we have like a simple pre-screening form. There is this video interview, there's mock call, then there's role play objection handling, then there's a test assignment, which is basically a 30-minute sales audit or probably a loom pitch, and then they move to the trial period. Only and only after they're done with all of these things, that's when they touch real leads. Step number four is we pay for performance only. So we don't do fixed salaries for new closers, they earn commissions. But we also add like a small draw after they prove conversion, right? That way, again, they're not starving, but they've got skin in the game. Why it works is this stops you from getting emotionally attached to underperformers. And if they cannot perform in 2 to 3 weeks with the same leads that others are closing like anything, it's not the leads. It's never the leads. It's them. So people problems disappear when your placement system is airtight. Perfect. Moving on to the next pillar, that is the process codex. So even the best of the best closers will flop if the sales process is broken. Even if I hop on a sales call, on your sales call right now, and there is a 99.99% chance if you don't have the right sales process, I won't be able to close anything. And to give you like a little idea about me, I've already closed more than 14 crores in some of the most sophisticated markets. So simply because if every rep is saying something different on calls, if your pitch changes every week based on vibes, if your objection handling depends on how am I feeling today, you don't have a sales process, you have chaos. And chaos won't allow you to build like a scalable system. So you gotta fix it. Now, what's the best way to fix it? Step one is script the entire call. I don't mean when I say script, I don't mean that um, create robotic scripts. We believe in a kind of like a modular codex. What I mean by that is number one is It's basically a simple structure, you know, that for example, the intro module, the rapo module, the pain module, the value drop, the investment reveal, the objection handling, the commitment close. Each part has 2 to 3 phrasing option based on the tone and the lead type. This gives your team flexibility within a proven structure. Step two is a daily role play using this entire system. What I mean by that is every day my team they practice one module. Today might be pain, tomorrow objection. By end of the week, every module has been rehearsed. That's how they close without stuttering on a real call. Step number three is real-time review. So we install kind of like a call review loop where every rep records each and every Zoom call. And sales leaders or the top performers in my company, they give them call reviews 3 times a week. They give them time-stamped feedback that hey, you missed price drop at like 14:32. So now you're not just guessing, you're engineering conversations, right? Huh. Step four is objection library. Okay, so over time, that you are going to get like similar types of objections. Okay. Uh, you will face a similar type of objection almost on every single call, or probably like after every 2 to 3 calls. Okay. So have the best rebuttals and audio snippets and just give it to your new reps. Okay. Your new reps can binge this like Netflix before their first call. And that's how you build a codified, scalable sales pitch that doesn't break with turnover. Okay. Number three is performance ops. Okay. Now, the truth here is most founders don't even know if their team is doing well or not. They look at just revenue but miss the input metrics. So you cannot scale what you don't measure. So the step one here is just install a scoreboard. Every rep has a scorecard, like how many dials were made, how many conversations happened, what's the show up rate, how many of them got closed, what's the revenue per call, how many follow-ups were done, right? So these go in a shared dashboard. They should update this particular thing daily, and it should be visible to the entire team. You gotta understand that salespeople, closers are competitive. When they see others beating them, they step up. Step number two here is daily 15-minute hurdles. Quick morning sync, yesterday wins, loss, today's goals, like what are we going to achieve today, and one objection that you struggled with. Now, the reason why it works is because you catch problems early, you build a learning culture, and you remove isolation syndrome from remote sales. Step three is every week we do kind of like a pipeline review. What I mean by that is every week, each sales rep is going to walk me through their pipeline. They're going to forecast revenue for the next week. They discuss why deals didn't close. And this holds them accountable to the pipeline, not just emotions. If they are sharing it to me that, hey, I'm about to get like 10 people next week, I ask them how many of them are like 110% sure, even if we are facing a disaster or anything of that sort, these people are still gonna sign up. They're like, okay, cool. Out of 10, probably 6. Gotcha. What about the other 4? And that's how I create projections. If they are saying 6, I'll go for 4. Worst case scenario. That's how you just calculate each and everything, and based on that, you can just set the ad budgets for the next month. Step 4 is call audits and one-on-ones. You pick one call per rep, you review it with them live, you coach them on what went wrong, missed clues, where can they improve their tonality, like where can they improve their confidence. And this is what turns B players into A players. So it's not more leads, you need more feedback loops right now. Number 4 is the retention engine. Now you've got reps, you've got process, you've got performance tracking. But how do you keep your best closers from leaving you? So what I do here is number 1 is revenue sharing beyond commission. So top reps get a percent of profit share when targets are hit. Now they are thinking like owners. Now they are loyal. Step number 2 is level up path. So we create like promotion ladders. Like for example, junior closer, if he is hitting his KPI, he'll turn into a senior closer. If he's hitting that KPI, he'll turn into a team lead. If he's hitting that KPI, he'll turn into a sales manager. So each role has milestone, perks, and pay bumps. So they see a future, so they stay. Number three is monthly culture moments. Sales is hard, burnout is real. Okay. Every month we run. We have like celebration calls. We do kind of like awards that, hey, best recovery, best objection, um, or like best way to reveal the price. Come up with something. Surprise bonuses. You don't need to throw money, you just throw recognition that, dude, you did good, I recognize you. Okay. And step four is the founder's involvement. If as a founder you're showing up just once a month, that's enough, right? Just a short town hall, a personal message. Why? Because top closers stay where they feel seen by leadership. So founders who just vanish, they just lose culture. And founders who actually show up, probably like once or twice a month, they win loyalty. Okay. Now the truth that stings a lot of people is, if your sales team is not converting, if they are ghosting leads, and if they're asked for salary hikes after closing just one deal, it's not their fault, it's yours. You built the system, or worse, you didn't. So if you don't fix it, you'll stay in a founder led sales forever. Your business will plateau at 5 to 10 lakhs a month, and scaling will always feel like a grind. But if you do fix it, you'll have a sales machine that's going to run with or without you. So in the end, if you're a founder who's doing anything above 3 to 5 lakhs a month, and you want this system built for you, the hiring funnel, the pitch codex, the performance dashboard, the retention playbook, done, built, managed, DM me the word clutch or comment below. I'll just share a free 5 page playbook that maps all of this out. Let's build your sales machine. Let's get you out of the founder sales trap. I'm going to see you in the next video. Thanks.